Here's some quick tips on editing your headers. Now, depending on the template you chose, you may have just one big header at the top, or you might, like mine, I have actually a header which is this logo, and I have sort of a splash image which is also a header. The first thing you want to do is, the easiest way is actually you could right click on the image and save the image. That way you don't have to fuss with and hit the image size, and you know you got the correct one to fit in that same area, unless you want a different size. And I'm going to also edit this one. So I'm going to save both of those images in a folder where I know how to get to them. And now look at your WordPress dashboard and click on Appearance. You have lots of options for how to upload a changed image depending on your template, but most of them here you have your manage your themes, where you have a link to header. You have also, you can customize. If you click on customize, there's a way to go to the header image right here and upload a new one, remove the old one. So there's a couple places to do the same thing. And I also, for my and you click on customize here. Yeah, that's where I was. For my theme, there's also something, it lists a separate option because my theme is called Simplify. So I click on this and I'll scroll down and I can actually, this is where I would edit that big splash image in the center. So there's a lot of different, and then over here on the link on the left also is another place to change that smaller logo at the top, where I would I'm going to edit the one I downloaded and upload a revised version. So here I've downloaded them. Now there's lots of photo editors you can use. You could use directly in Picasso, which I believe there's already a video showing that, but you could use some of the Chrome photo editor apps that you have available to you in the Chrome store. Find what works for you. There's different editors for different purposes. Now, just for a simple text, I'm going to click on the Pixlr editor. I'm going to open that and I'm going to stretch this. Now, instead of working with that tiny little piece over here, I can make it, it's not changing the size, it's just letting me see closer the pixels. So even though it looks fuzzy, it's pixelated, that's not the 100%. To see what it's actually going to look like, you just change this to 100% over here on the left. And that's what it will look like. But for editing and working with it, this gives you a nice look. Really, you can see by closely what the pixel. So I'm going to erase that. Take my eraser tool and just wipe that out. And I'm going to see over here on the left you have layers. It's a lot easier to, I'm going to click on that, make a new layer. So if you make a new layer, then you're not messing up your background, particularly if you have an image and you're just changing text. You could have erased just, I'll show you that in another one. So I have a new layer. I'm going to put my new text on. So I click on the little text, click up here and type the name, my little logo, the words that I want there. So this is, oh, I always hit the wrong key. There we go. And again, you have an option for styling. I sort of actually like that if you can just hover over them and you can find, remember that, you know, the Mike Locke talked about the fonts, and most of your site fonts should be just 2 of them, but that little logo could be something different. So here I'm going to, I just like that basic one, and you can change the color. Now when I click on the color here, there's a little, if this was a background image, I could pick a color out of that and use it, but I don't have that. So I'm going to my site and I want to see what some of the basic colors are, and with my web tool I'm going to view the color information. Now this website doesn't have a lot of colors, but it has some. So I'm going to use pick one of these blues. So if I highlight that hex code number, I go back to my Pixlr, and here I can just paste it in. It makes it a lot easier, and I'm going to hit OK. So that's the color I want, and I'm going to hit OK, and that's the font I want. So I'm going to move it to the center, and it's a little small. So let's see if I can change it. So over here under layers, this is the text layer. Let's see, I have layer styles. I can do a drop box and an inner, so you can play with some of the, and now if I click on Dropbox, see, this is how you get, sometimes you get sort of that shadow effect for fonts. And I can move it around, I can make it a little bigger, so it's sort of just a subtle shadow of the letters. And I might want to make it there, little scratches from the coupe. I can make the angle a little bit lower. There we go. Whoa. Sometimes it's hard to, there we go. Okay. So I'm just going to stick with that. I'm going to save it. And well, actually you could look at 100%. Let's just see what it looks like as a, what it will look like on this. So that's 100%. It's awfully tiny. I think if I were to do it again, let's see if I can actually change the size of the font. I'm not sure how you actually edit a text. If somebody figures that out, let me know. Next time I could actually redo it, but I'm afraid I don't want to. But anyway, I'm going to start with that. So I'm going to go to File. I'm going to save it, and it's going to ask me where to save it. I could save it to Picasa, my Pixlr library, or just back on my computer. And I'm going to just put it back where it was, and I'm going to actually replace the same name because I don't need that original one. So there's my edited logo. I can go back here now in under Appearance and under Header, and I'm going to choose the new file, and it was 2, and Open, and I'm going to upload it. And here it's asking me, do you want that size? So I'm going to hit Crop and Publish. Now I'd probably spend a little more time. This is one that I've uploaded earlier, so it saves the ones that you've done before. So I'm going to look and see what it looks like. InDesign takes a little, it's a little tiny. I think I'd play with it and making it a little larger, but for now it gives you the sense of how to do it. And design takes hours, so I'm not going to spend that much time on this tutorial. Now, the next video tip I'll show you is editing an image. It's a much more complex image with layers and photos. So see you soon.